Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. It's a little late, so I have to keep it low, but I wanted to do this reading for the sign of Scorpio. Feminine, masculine energy for cross watchers to anybody resonating with the energy of Scorpio. So welcome everyone. I got a card already. That there is the card of union, people, into the Four of Wands. And I always see this card as somewhat of like spiritual stability. No matter what it looks like to you, you know, this is what you want to aim for this month. So that you would actually get your union with the true one. Some of you will not believe who your match is. It's a little bit like that person is right there in front of you, but you cannot see it. Or they've disappointed you so much in the past, you cannot see yourself with that person, you know. Or a person definitely unmasking, you know, who they want to spend their lives with, people. No, because I can feel it in my throat a little bit, like, you know, I know my voice by now. It's not what it is. It's somebody getting ready to tell you exactly that, you know. I couldn't see this thing with you, but now I do. Oh, it's funny. It's also like me declaring this here to somebody who needed to hear that. Like, you know, have I really uncovered my divine match? Yes, you have. And if somebody told you about that person being your divine match, you ought to really listen to that person. Otherwise, I'm seeing that like either you discovering who your life partner is, or actually that person saying that to you, you know, like I couldn't see it was you. It's funny. Yeah, it's definitely the throat chakra, somebody getting ready to either tell you the truth about this thing here, like, you know, I couldn't see it was you. This here is unmasking somebody into that Four of Wands. Is like literally not knowing who your soulmate is, and that person is right there in front of you. Somebody's getting ready to tell you, you know, and if you ever wondered, you're listening to me, it's the truth. That person you have in mind, you know, especially if it looks like completely out of this world type of thing, like really, yeah, really. And I hope you heard me. Let me go on. I'll get more clues as to this energy. The energy is gaining momentum. I can feel that this one here, and even into this accelerated motion here. Get ready to have talks, you know, with that person. And for most of you, get ready to know once and for all, you know, who your true match is. I need another card. I can see here, Scorpio, if you manage to have like somewhat of spiritual balance in your life, into this prosperity that I can see, and like the basically your dreams basically coming to reality. This reading is weird, you know, but I gotta take the energy. Adjustments are required. Is into this card here, this unmasking, or like being sure that this person is yours, like once and for all. And I'm telling you, some of you, you're going to be mind blown as to what, you know, this person is right there in front of me, but I couldn't see them. And if it's not you, it's your person feeling like that. And believe me, they'll come and tell you. That's what I'm seeing in this card here. Even into this card, the energy is gaining momentum, is going to be mind-blowing to somebody. Otherwise, Scorpio, into this union card here, or this Four of Wands, just understand that prosperity lies ahead. Your dream shall come true. All you have to do is to find to yourself, you know, like and this one here in my code is like, this is what you really want to aim for, where you get to have it all, you know. Spirituality on point, your love life or your heart on point, your mental on point, your pentacles on point. But it comes from a spiritual place here, and I hope that you have heard me. You know, whatever works for you, whatever is your backbone in this life here, you shall come close to it. And the person who shares that with you is either you're going to have like you're going to be in recognition of that person, or actually discovering who that person is. And it's funny, I can see it, I can feel it, you know, that person is right there in front of you. And for some of you, you know it, you know. Balance, spirituality, and practicality is exactly what I just explained to you, where you just get to have it all, you know, but it starts from a place of spirituality. That's what you will find yourself, you know, like approaching in March 2021. And you're very close to achieving your goal. You know, I can see it here, even into that energy. Some of you, you're going to be in recognition of who your true mate is, or like, you know, what makes you happy, or like what gives you the support, you know, that comes from within, that you need to accomplish anything that you want, as to, you know, making your dreams come true. As I'm seeing this prosperity also lie ahead of you from such concepts, you know, and it's really just that, balancing spirituality and practicality. And get ready to find out who your match is, you know, in this life. I can see it. Into this like relationship that I can see here. This person left you out in the cold, you know. Believe me, if that's the case, by now they know. They know that it is you and nobody else, and most of them are coming to tell you, you know. At a point in time, they made a choice against you. It's because they didn't see this thing. And with like the Seven of Swords in reverse, I believe it. Oh, you're going to see, if you're a Scorpio resonating with the energy of Scorpio, you're going to see somebody who rejected you coming back to you, because now they attach the concept of you to a spiritual experience, you know. Like, I was completely wrong. I missed this, you know. I couldn't see that she or he was the one for me. And all of a sudden, you know, it became clear to them. And that person rejected you and left you out in the cold, chose somebody else over you, you know. What I'm saying to you right now, if you give it some time, they're coming to talk to you. And they're actually like investing in you, working at winning you back. And believe me, this guy or girl knows that you are their divine match. And if not, believe me, they think like you're the perfect woman at this point here, or man, you know, if you're resonating with me. They can't resist the pull into that energy is gaining momentum, and even adjustments are required, you know. They rejected you once, but now they cannot resist the pull towards you, believe me. And for some of you, just what I described is like, congratulations, you finally have your victory. That's what you always wanted, and I can see that happening. Oh, for many of you, there's also like a king of air, or you may be a king of air, but I can definitely feel literally that air energy. Conflicts, a king of air may be involved in this mix here. Or the conflict started because of somebody else here, like another man or like a third party, but I can feel masculine energy. Let me tell you something, and if you want to do this here right, I hope that you're following. Take what resonates with you. Whatever your situation is, disconnect from this thing here. Just live your life as if this one here didn't matter. You'll force him to invest in you or her. Otherwise, this may be specific, but I'm feeling like air energy coming to this mix here. And for some of you, it's not just one person, it's many people arguing over you, the concept of you. And you may be of air, or there's definitely like another man or like air energy in this mix here. I can feel it for some. Somebody needs to hear that. Let these people argue over you into that king of air. Do your thing. Just be within and look at them like, yeah, maybe I'm worth fighting for, because I can see it here literally. A lot of people are against your union or whatever it is. But I can see and feel it for some of you Scorpios, or resonating with the energy of Scorpio. A lot of people are against this union here. A lot of people are in this mix, talking about you, arguing about you. Just, enjoy the show is what I would do. Don't get involved. They're coming to talk to you, and they're coming to court you actually back, because they cannot take it anymore. That idea of like, I missed a chance or something like that, I can definitely feel it here. Because I'm saying something to you into that Four of Wands underneath at this point here, even into this card here, have faith in your dreams and prosperity lies ahead. That person that you keep thinking about is like linking you to a spiritual experience at this point here. I can literally see it here, and I hope that you have heard me. They want you back, is what it is. They have to have you back. Exactly, into that like full card energy, like a new cycle with you. And I got one card here, and that man is very real, people, if you're listening to me. Very real. And he will manifest back in your life. And I hope that you have heard me. Spirit is saying it's the truth. If you're listening to me, you're resonating with my energy. I can see a new cycle of a man, like somebody from your past returning to you, and you shall be able to see it with your own two eyes. And I hope you heard me. In the flesh, manifested. And they're coming because I don't know what it is. Believe me. Didn't I tell you this person is like seeing you literally like as like a spiritual experience? This here is the practicality of it all. Even to that card, prosperity lies ahead. At this point here, they want you. They want it all with you. All is what you represent to them. That's what they want. For like, they want you for their wife, for their partner, to be in their lives daily. That's what's going on. The whole thing with you all the time is what's going on. You shocked them spiritually is what you did. These energies here, they're very important to you. That's how you draw in, literally into this energy card here. That's how you draw your person towards you. Keep working at your emotional stability and at your finances or your career or your achievements, you know, and do something else too. The moment you find yourself like happy within, know that this guy here is coming for you because he wants to make you happy without, you know. And I hope you heard me. To some of you, believe me, it's going to be mind-blowing, people, is all I'll say. I know it's mind-blowing for some of you, the recognition of this thing here, believe me. Spirit is saying, hold on and you shall see. And I'm saying something to you, to your person, if you're resonating with me, whoever you have in mind, he's spying on you, he's obsessing over you, he cannot let go of you. You've become a spiritual experience to this person. Well done. Exactly, into that Two of Wands. He's got to follow that light, you know, and he will. He will into this idea of like a new love. I have to say it, your person never cared for you until they started caring. Exactly, into this Six of Cups. In the past, they didn't care. Now they can see the past that they had with you. They never cared until they started caring, and now they're reminiscing of you. Exactly, into this King of Cups. Believe it. And he's very real. Do you see all these kings here coming? One's missing is that King of Wands. You've become somewhat of a spiritual, like, what you call it, experience to your person. And I can see all kings here. Some of you definitely dealing with the King of Cups, but I got Air and Pentacles right in front of me. If you're dealing with the King of Fire, it's going to take a little bit longer. Otherwise, anybody else, really look at your person, people, especially if you resonate with this here, because they're coming back for you. The only reason why they would hold back in any form is because, you know, their ego is wounded by the situation that I'm describing. You know, that choice that they made, choosing somebody else over you, you know, they have to come to terms with that. And I hope you heard me. I'll tell you something else too. For some of you listening to me, a child, I can feel it here, like children involved in your mixes. Believe me, child or children involved in your mixes, how this person here, you know, betrayed the relationship. You will see it. Or like made it nearly impossible for you to come back together. You will see it. If that's the case, I'm here to tell you something, you know. Everybody gets to hurt in relationships like those, even these children that I can see, and know that this thing here was like karma or like a nuclear thing, sorry. The birth of these kids or whatsoever is beyond your understanding, you know. For some, just don't try to even, just know that here nobody gains anything. And for some of you, what I'm describing is coming to you fast. And I can literally see it here. Quickly. Somebody reaching out to you, giving to you, being generous to you, even in the way they reach out to you. Because they don't want to see you walking away, believe me. And for some of you, you're very clear about you wanting to walk away, which is why this guy is coming back to his senses. They know that you've grown without them, that you're like a no-nonsense type of person, you know, so, you know, they're intimidated by you people. And if you only knew the picture I'm having here, I hope that you understand, if you're resonating with my energy, that nobody can replace you for that person. You have no price. I don't know how to explain this. They can have money or whatsoever. They have never seen anything like you, and especially your mental, or the way that you think, your how you carry yourself. They uh, you know, I can feel the energy. And I can say something else. It's funny, I can feel somebody here having money. Money couldn't buy them love, couldn't get them any closer to somebody like you. And if that's not the case, they understand how valuable you are, because these two are poker cards, there's no impress. And at one point in time, these idiots, even broke your heart. And when I'm saying that is because they feel like that about themselves, like, how could I even break her heart into that Queen of Swords, into that energy of regret? Somebody from your past is returning into your lives, and I hope that you have heard me. And they hurt you. It's funny, that energy that I'm feeling. Some of you, you've known each other for a long time, even ever since you were kids. What I'm saying to you, it is time now. The stars have literally lined up for you to do this thing together, and I hope you heard me. Yeah, into that full energy. Spirit is not going to tell you how it's going to work for you, like how it's going to go. And I'll tell you why. Is to surprise you, because you've been waiting for this ever since you were kids or something like that. For some, get ready to really be mind blown. Believe me. I can see it here. It is time now. Definitely. I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Some of you, you've known your person like definitely long time, or like that there was like part of another life or something like that. It is time for you to come together. And I hope that you have heard me. Somebody from your past, and some of you from your long past, definitely returning to you. And it's funny, it's literally like the moment you freed yourself from these people, I can literally see it here, is the moment they're coming back. You don't think of it anymore. You've healed from it. You're like, I'm good. You literally incorporated this thing here. Done, dealt with, as good can be when it comes to that, is exactly the moment they're coming back. Is your energy that's doing that to them. Yeah, that's when they will reach out, believe me. And some of you, this feeling is something that's brand new to you. You just started building on that. And it's funny, if you pay attention, you've always known that that person was going to come back to you. And if you don't, please now know that they're coming back to you. You have like class, the way you carry yourself, you're different than the person that these people chose, is exactly why they're coming back to you. And they broke your heart. They regret that. I can see it here. You see that wheel of fortune turning around, the fact that these people like broke you in some way. I'm telling you, your pain went somewhere. Emotionally, I believe me, if you're resonating with me, Scorpio, emotionally, you were much more stable than any of the choices they could make, or the choice that they have made, meaning the other person. They broke your heart, and now they can see, or like the will has changed, turned, sorry. Now they know into that high priestess, literally, like you were the more balanced one emotionally, and they chose otherwise. And they gave everything they got to somebody else, for some of you, exactly into that Two of Cups. They gave it all, everything they wanted, like with you, or you wanted with them. They went ahead, for some of you, and gave it all to somebody else. Do you see that Strength card, people? They're the ones who really regret this thing here. And I hope you have heard me. Exactly. Because now they can see your worth. Don't worry. Whoever's listening to me, somebody is seeing you exactly for who you are, and now they want a relationship with you. And I hope that you have heard me. Is your mental, the boundaries you're setting, no nonsense type of woman. That's exactly how you have to be with him. And he will want you back like my lord, and I hope that you have heard me. Exactly. And if I were you, I would invest in myself, keep building myself, my business, my money, my health, my beauty, something you can touch, feel, smell, and see, and let him court you, is all I'll say. And that guy is coming, people. He's coming. He's so coming, and quickly too. Yeah, into this idea of spending time with you. Somebody wants to spend time with you again from your past. And that person left you out in the cold. And if they don't pay attention, some of you are going to leave them in the cold now, because you know your worth now. It's funny, they're in love with you. The love never stopped, and I have to leave it here. Some of you definitely dealing with the King of Air, and I hope that you have heard me. So the things we can try to heal, Scorpio, your reading is a bit longer, but I'll keep it as such. If you're resonating with me, this person is your soulmate, It's funny. And if not, by now, they see you as their soulmate. Believe me. Like a spiritual experience, believe it. Their choice, or like, that the other person they chose, for some of you, believe me, by now they know who they chose over you, like it was a big mistake. Do you see that idea, like selling out versus Phoenix rising? Like, who do you think you are, for some of you? If you keep being in this energy with that right type of mental, literally you make the other woman, or like the other choice here, look so bad, people. I can tell you something, for some of them, Scorpio, or like if you're resonating with one, they have seen like how the other woman really is. And believe me, she's nothing compared to you, because for some of you, you're the one who's got the power. Whatever power you got, you're so different. I can feel it here. Nobody compares to you, believe me. It's funny, I can see it here a little bit, like somebody being trapped by the third party, or like the karmic, is very real. Into these children, for some of you, that I can see here. Very real, like the karmic trying to trap them, and I can see her here. She doesn't have that right type of spirit, and she'll try to keep your person when all they want is to come towards you, for some of you. I don't know why it keeps saying that, but it's very intensive, and I know why. It's because of that energy of regret. That person truly hurt you, truly. Literally, they made that choice, versus like somebody else. They always chose somebody else many of times. And they feel like, it was self-sabotage at this point here. Like, why didn't I go towards the light, is what I can see here. And believe me, now he's paying attention to the experience of you. Did not tell you he didn't care until he started caring. I can see that person paying attention to the signs now, as to, my experience with her or with him was something literally out of this world. This here is not that devil. I can feel it, because this here is my card for pay attention to the signs. Believe me, now your person can see. It's a little bit like you walk a line, you know, and then you replay the story of your life to get to have like all these little clues as to she's my soulmate, she was my soulmate, he is my soulmate, all that there. I should have known. I should have known all of this here, like all of these clues. Now he can see them, believe me. Into that temptation towards somebody else and third party situations, believe me, it's that thing of regretting letting you go. And I hope you heard me. Into that card, procrastination is the fact that you wouldn't be in their lives, you know, for a long time. Like, why did I waste that time with her? Why did I let her go? You know, I could have been with this beautiful person, this beautiful soul, literally a long time ago. And I can see you here, Scorpio. Somebody really loves you. They think you're very special. You have that special heart, you know. They're in love with you. And if you pay attention right now, you can even be at a distance, you know, from each other, maybe not in the same country or not in the same town, or there is physical distance between you. Doesn't change the program, you know, he regrets wasting all that time with you, even if he's not saying that to you. And believe me, that guy there in the future, he plans on being the one for you, like the man in your life. Believe me. Into these cards here. Actually, it came like this, but I'll tell you the message. This guy really loves you. He loves you. And he's coming to tell you, to talk to you. Believe me. If you're resonating with my energy, Scorpio, it's the truth. Just hiding it. You shook them. Especially some at one point they looked back and it was somewhat of a revelation, like, oh Lord, this is the love of my life, you know. Believe me. It's funny. Some of you, this here is your victory. I told you before, I can literally see it here, like right here in my chaos, you know, is your victory. For this guy to recognize who you are, to be in recognition of who you are, finally, is your victory. Mind-blowing for some of you. It's not just deceit. Some of you know your divine counterpart. That person is right there in front of you, and you can't see it, but it is so true that there is happening for some of you. And I hope that you have heard me. You're going to unmask, you know, your divine match if you pay attention in March 2021. I can see a blessing, your person seeing you like a blessing and you being blessed too. And I hope that you have heard me. Yeah. Didn't I tell you all these clues? Somebody's going to feel like, all of my Lord, all of these things here were all tied up. I should have known that that was my soulmate, you know. And into that solar energy is definitely that idea of revelation. Somebody unmasking their divine counterpart, you know, like having all the clues for that is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, definitely into that crown chakra is because it is time, into that star card underneath. So the universe literally is showing your person everything they need to know in order to come back to you. Exactly. It's written like that, people. The universe is setting your person like in motion onto you. And it's funny, I can feel karma in this situation too. For some of you, definitely your victory, you know. Yeah. You waited it for a long time, you know. This here's like the sense of justice that you always wanted. That karma unfolding before you. into this person here returning to you. And I hope you heard me. You're different than what they encounter around you. There is peace, or there's something like soothing or reassuring that they cannot find somewhere else, especially not with the karmic. Believe it. And be careful is all I'll say, even into that star card, because he's coming back. But for some of you, you're definitely dealing with the manipulator, a narcissist for some, living life, as if they will always win, even into these victory cards. And coming back to you is also like, them like claiming their sense of victory. So beware, beware. You want to have them for the long run, because once you savor a victory, you move on to the next. Some of you are coming, some of them, they're coming to do that. They will regret, or if they regret their choice, like choosing somebody else over you, is because you're that much more better than the other person. It's funny. So somebody here truly, believe me, into that 8 like strength card, truly regrets their decision, as to choosing somebody else and breaking your heart. And they're coming back to your life. I can see it here. Now they appreciate you. Now they're ready to take action. And you've been waiting for a long time to see this victory here is coming. You're going to have an issue, or like, they're coming back, but before they enter your life again, I can see you like going in depth, about everything that happened. And if that's the case, believe me, your card is right here. You're right thinking like that. These explanations, they need to happen whether they're pleasant or not, so don't let the guy or the woman escape that. And I'm seeing this door to romance opening to you. This person cares about you. And believe me, it is time. And the universe is literally like leading them back to you. So that was my reading for you, Scorpio. It's a little bit longer, but that's totally fine with me. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and yeah, I shall see you soon. Bye bye.